Hey guys, back with another update video. I have some unfortunate news. As you can tell based on the title of this video, YouTube struck another video. Um, and the worst part of it, it's a model video of one that they have already previously struck, just shot in a slightly different way. Went through the appeal process, got denied without any chance to even add any type of input or anything like that. Tried contacting support and was basically told no again. Suffice to say, I'm pissed about this. This seems to keep happening again and again and again, and I've basically been given no chance to actually, try and argue my case, say for, fighting tooth and nail through support, which takes a lot of time and still holds no guarantee. It's a video of something that they've already proved. And I even mentioned that to when I was contacting support, saying, "Hey, you guys have already approved the subject matter before. We went through this whole process and got the green light, blessing, whatever the hell you want to call it." And nope, don't care. Not going to do anything. So right now I have an active community guideline warning on the channel, and we're basically stuck with that until I believe early July. So, moving forward, we're going to have to make some changes. The first change I've already implemented. I've gone through all 15 years of content, and anything that I think YouTube might take offense to, I've gone in and blurred it. It pisses the hell out of me that I have to go and do this because no, historical subject matter is supposed to be protected, supposed to be something we should be able to have on YouTube without issue. But for some reason, they've decided to throw a hissy fit and pull this kind of bullshit. So went through, took me better part of a week to do because their editing software is slow as molasses. But I think I got all of it. So hopefully, none of the content that is currently up on the channel should get hit again. I am hoping I didn't miss any, but is what it is at this point. Um, as far as content that is yet to come onto the channel, this is where we're probably going to have to make our biggest change. Now, up until this point, I've been using my Rumble channel as sort of a backup, posting everything over there, or at least trying to get everything over there. I'll admit I've been bad the last couple of months. But moving forward, content that I think YouTube might have a hissy fit over, I'm going to post over there. I will figure out some way to let you guys know over here that it's being posted. Probably right now, the best thing you could do is go over to Rumble and, subscribe there so you don't miss anything. That's probably going to be the easiest route. I will include a link to my channel there in the description down below. As far as when videos come out, and I'll figure out something most likely, at least at this stage, because I don't think it will violate any of YouTube's TOS. Granted, at this point, as far as I can tell, they're merely suggestions, since they don't seem to want to actually follow their own rules. I will figure something out in that regards. Like I said, most likely it'll be a post on community tab saying, "Hey, on this date, I will have a new Rumble exclusive video, and include a link to that channel." I don't know if I can even link to the actual videos just because of how pissy YouTube's being. Most likely, I think that'll be at least the safe option. Now, as for long format content, event videos and the like, those moving forward, I'm going to unfortunately have to do this editing and censoring at the edit level, not using YouTube's editor, but from the get-go. Hopefully, that will definitively keep YouTube from having an issue, because as far as they're concerned, content doesn't exist that they should be taking offense to. Otherwise, I will have more of a, guess you could say, way of arguing, because you know there's nothing that they could take offense to unless they change the rules again without either telling us or giving us any sort of chance to actually take action. And uh, that's what really pisses me off. I could understand content that I just posted, them taking offense to. I could understand that. I could understand them being mad at something that just got posted. That would make sense. That would be the system operating as it should. But we're talking years old content. We're talking content from 2, 3, or more years ago. And to strike channels for that, stuff that has been approved by YouTube for years, it's basically them changing the rules on us without telling us, without giving us that chance to actually take action. Now, had they said, hey, we've got a problem with this video, you need to take some sort of action on it within X amount of time, say 30 days. If you don't, we're going to strike your channel. That I could at least understand. That would be reasonable. That would allow for a healthy platform. But it's increasingly clear, because one silver lining in this is the number of other modelers who are getting hit with this as well, is it isn't an isolated thing. It's not them taking some sort of offense to my channel. They're hitting seemingly everybody with this bullshit. So, I don't know what to do. YouTube seems entirely determined to run itself into the ground by doing stuff like this. And it is frustrating, because I've played by the rules. I've been here long enough to have been one of the people screwed over by the adpocalypse and not getting grandfathered in, despite the fact my content, followed the rules, was advertiser quote friendly, was all that. This is just one more slap to the face. So, like I said, moving forward, we're going to be using Rumble a lot more for content that YouTube's getting pissy about. Additionally, other content's going to unfortunately have to be censored because YouTube's bullshit. So, hopefully, those of you guys who have stuck around to this point in the video, like, subscribe, do all that. Help grow the channel just in spite of YouTube. And I'll talk to you guys later.